Hello and welcome. We are proud and excited to launch SBX, our new stock brokerage venture that's driven by a clear and noble mission to provide meaningful access to financial products, services, and tools for ordinary Filipinos. Today, we stand on the cusp of a new era in financial inclusion. For far too long, the world of investing in wealth has been exclusive and reserved only to a select few. But we believe that every Filipino, regardless of their background or income level, deserves the opportunity to grow their wealth, secure their future, and achieve their dreams. Our brokerage is built on the principles of accessibility, transparency, and empowerment. We have designed our platforms to be user-friendly and educational, ensuring that even those who are new to investing can navigate the stock market with confidence. And to all our current and future clients, thank you for trusting us to be a part of your financial journey. Together, we will turn aspirations into achievements and pave the way for a more inclusive and prosperous Philippines. Welcome to the beginning of a brighter financial future. Thank you. And tara, let's thrive.
Wind down the music natin, bro. Well, good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, viewers natin for the Morning Huddle. It's another fantastic Monday morning, November 4, 2 days before the US elections. Pare, excited na ba kayo? Moses, how are you? How was your weekend?
Hindi masyado okay. Dahil parang 1 week na ata ako may sakit. So ito yung parang ayokong feeling na syempre pag may sakit ka, you can't really do anything. Di rin ako nagiging productive. You can check the market. You can't really read the book kasi sasakit yung ulo mo. Though pinilit ko naman, pero wala eh. Parang one-pager lang yung kaya eh.
Okay lang, bro.
Part of
Na-miss ka namin, bro.
Better life conditions. Anyway, so I think that's also time for your body to rest, my friend. Kailangan mo magpahinga, tumiga, at do nothing, absolutely nothing. How about you, JC? How was your long weekend naman?
Yun, okay naman ang aking long weekend. Medyo nakapag-rest din ako. Actually, wala akong ginawa buong weekend ngayon eh. Parang hindi ako naging productive. Parang naging couch potato ako.
Lang yan, bro.
During the weekend. Parang nagpahinga lang ako na
well-deserved na.
Pahinga lang ako. Pero yung family ko, nagpunta sila sa cemetery. Hindi na ako nakasama. Medyo napuyat lang din ako nung isang gabi dahil sa nagpamasahe kasi ako. At ko eh.
Ang pinakamaganda sa mga family gatherings, a chance to be by yourself. And speaking about breaks, gentlemen, I think yung ating index is currently under a bit of stress given the current market conditions and what we're actually pretty excited about, which is the US election. So if we can just flash my slide, I think first off the bat, welcome everybody to SBX, the Morning Huddle, where we hope to share some views and of course, tips that you can use in order to improve your trading week. So ngayon, of course, we're going to walk through some of the issues that we are currently looking after. So syempre, lahat tayo are all very excited about the US elections that are happening in 2 days. So I think as far as all elections are concerned, ano ba mga naging experience natin in the past dito, gentlemen? Moses, for instance, I think we were chatting about, so it's always been this way, right?
It's always, yes. During the market or few weeks before the US elections, yung US market and the global market, nagiging volatile talaga yan because uncertain kung sining mananalo. In the market, market participants, there's a big uncertainty in the US, magre-reflect rin yan sa stock market. So, ito yung nakikita natin ngayon. So, the market participants uncertain sila. So, a lot of people na who doesn't know who's gonna win. So, syempre sila, medyo magiging defensive din sila. So they're gonna sell some exposure and then they're gonna get ready kung ano yung mga industry na pinaka parang will have a benefit kung sino yung mananalo dun sa US election. Let's say, for example, the isang president is more of a renewable energy type of person. So, pag nanalo yan, you expect na there's gonna be a more benefit, positive impact dun sa renewable energy na industry. And then the other one naman, if the more of fossil fuel siya, type of person, then you're gonna expect yung industry na yun will have more positive impact. So, yun, US election, talagang market uncertainty, malakas, volatility, sobrang lakas. Pero, as probability nga in market data, yung post-US election, there's gonna be always a market rally relief.
Sige bro. So,
always, laging magkakarally yan. So, I guess, as a market participant like me, I'm gonna position myself na when that happens.
Okay. So kay Moses naman, di ba, nabagit natin yung trademark volatility. It's not because either one is going to be bad. It's just the uncertainty of making those moves. So ngayon tumataas ang uncertainty, JC. Anong feeling mo? Are you excited? This is a welcome, yung mga stuff na tinitingnan natin before are going to get cheaper ba? Or is it something that you'd rather stay out of? Sige bro.
Yep. Going back dun sa support level natin, 7,200 na break na which has been broken last week, no? So I guess the strong support will be at around 7,000 level. So this level has been instrumental in keeping the investors' confidence. But some investors kasi and basically other funds are still in the sidelines waiting for the US election. Yun din siguro yung nangyari. They sell their shares, they reduce their exposure, and then wait for the US elections na matapos, tapos tsaka nila iwi-weigh kung si Trump or si Harris yung magandang paglagyan ng funds nila to the stock market. Because kasi si Trump kasi medyo parang crypto yung gusto niyang parang gawin sa Amerika.
Talaga ba?
So we can yeah.
Nashock naman ako doon.
Parang partner siya ni Elon Musk promoting yung Dogecoin, something like that. So,
oh my God, nando ko na sa part of the internet. I think that's what's also pretty bothering about this year's election is that it seems to depend kasi of course in the past when you hear about these things in the broadsheets, CNN, yung mga large networks nila, you get to have an inkling of what will happen. But right now, since everyone consumes these things in social media, it would seem like whatever you click first will be the one that's fed to you. So kung medyo Trump leaning ka, lahat ng Trump news lalabas din sa social media mo. Pag kamalat, naman din lahat nandun. So it's kind of kaya I think that's what heightens the
uncertainty.
Volatility and uncertainty. But for me, pare ako, mamaya I think we'll go through the index in much more depth. What I'm trying to ask lang is, as a trader, na di ba we were looking at small issues, yung medyo tumatalo ng konti. So pag may gantong volatility, I guess, do you welcome it or would you rather stay in the sidelines like the rest of the fund management industry?
Actually, there are still setups naman with regards on the local bourse. Mayroon talaga mga setups na nabubuo during this type of uncertainty, especially that funds from the blue chip companies are rotating to a more lesser market capitalization companies.
Okay.
Later, ipapresent ko yung isang pick na inad ko dun sa...
Okay, bro.
Pero with regards on the US election, yung mga cash na nasa sidelines pagka bumalik sila sa market, that will cause a rally dito sa local market natin, especially with regard. Ako parang leaning towards ni Harris yung gusto ko. Parang parang feel ko mas beneficial siya sa Philippine stock market natin para kasing continuation siya nung previous policies na ginawa ni nung previous administration. But I
think in terms of policy stability, syempre there's not to be said about the winner coming from the same party. But just to walk through some of this analysis then by one of our very prescient members of the industry. So diba si Mr. Wilson C, I think the analysis really focuses on Trump being America first. So yung mga importations, exportations, right? Yung mga ganung trade activities and also policies with regard to Ukraine war, for instance, are going to be affected certainly. Pero si Harris naman is also trying to impose some of the corporate an increase in corporate income tax that may weaken the stock market. But at the end of the day, I think he believes that a split victory will be much ideal. You strengthen it, the U.S. markets with America First policy and then also controlling that uncertainty on the side of Mr. Trump. So that being said, just like the U.S. markets, naging very jittery din ang Philippine markets over the past couple of days. So ito yung natin and chart natin today, generated this morning. I think the retest continues. Tingnan natin yung mga lines natin there. Lines in the sand. I think yung 7,000 JC is going to be a bit more possible given how wide the MACD readings are. I don't think that's a sign wherein we can see a pause. The market doesn't seem to be also oversold to trigger a stop in selling. Diba yung inaantabayanan natin dun sa ating prediction on that divergence and that looks like it all panned out true. We have significant volume piercing through that 50-day exponential. Think, gaya nga ng nasabi ni JC, think there should be some stop right over there. This seems to be too quick for the market to actually do. But from where we're standing, it seems like nasa 7,000 na nga yung strong resistance that we're expecting out of this market.
Yep. And that 7,000 is a psychological support level na kailangan nating tignan. Kasi pagka na-break yung 7,000 level, magkakaroon na naman ng decrease in investors' confidence kung ito bang upward trajectory nito will continue until end of year. So yun, watch out for 7,000 level. Pero ako, I guess, as long as we stay above that support level naman, I'm still bullish with the index and still looking for pero meron pong mga upsides until end of year, lalo na may Christmas rally pa rin naman tayong inaabangan.
That's good. So yeah. So that being said, pare, I think one of our trademarks in the show is that we tell our customers the truth based on our hats. So sige, isa-isayin natin yan. So with a market that looks like this, what do you actually do? So I think for long-term investors, you know what you came here for. You're here for the long-term, preferably longer than 5 years in the market. You're investing in a very diversified issues. Kung may direct stocks ka man, you're investing in holding companies that are also equally diversified. So in a sense, in terms of individual company risk, wala ka. But for markets like this, meaning the risk is really the market, then you tend to absorb this. But just like any long-term investor, for me, diba, if it's 5 to 10 years, hindi agad ma-erase yan. I think a completely different story if you're talking about an active investor or an active trader. But for me, use the dips to buy good companies. And there are still good companies that are cheap. There are still good companies that are going to earn from all of this, regardless of who wins as president. So it's all about, looking at what those companies are. And I think in the next following episodes of the Morning Huddle, if this correction continues, we will be inviting people to talk about what industries. For sure, in 2 days, may mananalo na dyan, and we'll hopefully have a special session with you guys with an expert in these things. So yun, sige. Next, siguro sa'yo, Moses, ikaw, as an active investor, using your hat, what's your here? Anong recommendation mo? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So, as an active investor, so mid to long term yung time horizon natin or view on our investment. So, I would do here is that I will check yung current holdings ko on how resilient it is versus the market. So, what do I mean by that? Meaning lang kung gaano siya ka baba o yung decrease niya in price versus the market and versus the other stocks in the market. So, if you see naman na it's resilient, let's say the market corrected 10%, tapos yung stock mo corrected around mga 15 to 20%, it's okay. So, it's resilient. Kasi remember, yung stock mo is much more volatile, mas bababa yan versus the PSEI. Kasi, it's more volatile nga, ika nga, di ba? So, it's more of a resiliency versus the market and other market participants. So, pag nakita ko na, let's say, yung hawak ko, resilient to, It's just pulling back since the market is pulling back. So may headwinds yung market mo eh. Since ito yung impact ng US election. So you can have sort of have an idea na where to add more exposure on your current holdings. Ito na yung pinakamalakas sa market eh. You can parang check for other stocks na or move to other stocks na mas mahina pa dun sa hawak mo. Unless, of course, yung criteria mo would be parang fundamentally, sobrang ganda ng earnings nitong isang stock and you can really parang exclude it. Parang kailangan mo talagang tingnan further and maybe add some exposure on that new stock since the earnings is very good. Fundamentally, it's very good. Plus the parang industry na where it is within the group, malakas rin. So, yeah. Going back, sorry, medyo nawala ako. So, the group, current holdings, malakas, resilient. Yung hawak mo, you add more. And then, pag nakita mo naman na may hawak kang stock na, uy, I think this is the weakest dun sa hawak ko. Tapos, pwede ako maipalit na mas maganda. That's the time you can, I won't say na really sell all of it and then move to another new stock ng isang biglaan. Hindi ako ganung type of investor. I always make sure na to gradually add exposure, parang testing the waters muna. Kasi yung mindset is not going all in eventually, parang immediately. It's more testing the waters and then let the new stock prove itself na, oy, this is really strong and yung hawak ko talaga is mahina talaga. So, I'm gonna move it bit by bit to this new stock. Tapos, align rin yan sa market kasi once the market goes up na, so eventually, naka-move ka na dun sa new stock na hawak mo, di ba?
Okay, that's good.
To summarize lang, check if your stock is resilient, then if it is, then maybe find some areas na where you can add more, and then pag may na naman sa stocks na hawak mo, maybe you can decrease exposure and then find some new stock na you can add more.
I think, I think talaga you observe your fleet kung saan dun yung maapektuhan quite rapidly. Sige, if we can just, do thought experiments then, kung kunyari Trump win, America first. So, I guess the companies that will perform better are those who are not so dependent on trade with the US. So, diba, short of speaking, So, you hopefully we can walk everyone through ano ba yung mga company if ever si Trump manalo and kung si Harris naman then what would be impacted by that particular event. So, I guess guys, that's the long and short of it. Check your fleet. Tinan mo kung ano yung maapektuhan niyan, then make that arduous task of identifying which industries are going to do better, and of course, pulling the trigger in trying to shift to that. And hopefully, us in SBX The Morning Huddle can be there for you to help you crunch these information. But ako yung question ko naman next dito pare sa mga trader naman. Kasi of course, ito critical support level, yung 50-day exponential or simple, whatever you're moving, but definitely it's been used by every investor as the fastest line. Diba? So I think JC is having a faster one, which is, I think, the break a few days ago. So what's your take on this one, bro?
Yeah, actually kasi since di rin naman ako masyadong nagpuput na exposure dun sa mga blue chip companies since I'm a trader, lalo na thinner volumes last week, alam natin kung yung funds madedetect natin kung nasan yung funds basically, which is notable yan dun sa mga gumagalaw na stocks last week. So yun, ako ang ginagawa ko lang talaga during this type of uncertainties, look for that volume. Kung nasan yung volume, kung nasan yung mga tao. Para kang may pila sa isang store tapos dun ka magpa-participate kasi dun yung mahaba yung pila. And noticeable yon during this type of uncertainty, lalo na yung mga tao is naghihintay para mabalik nila yung investors' confidence in the stock market. So after the result, dun ulit babalik yung funds. And ako, ima-maximize ko yon dun sa mga risk. Yun nga, actually, dun sa sinabi ni Moses na resilient ng mga stocks na may volume tapos nagbi-build ng magandang setups. Kasi mas makikita mo siya yun yung mga gumagalaw during this type of thin volumes and uncertainties. So, look for the stocks na merong significant volume.
So, meron pa ring flower in the desert. Kumbaga.
So, that means may pera sa basura.
talking about our ideas, no, let's move on to our next slide. So, ito na naman yung ating, hindi naman semi-notorious kasi medyo good picks tayo dito, gentlemen. So, again, for the wealth builders, you're a long-term investor, okay tayo sa First Metal Exchange Traded Fund, I think you can use this even as a way to ride out that volatility. And for me, the US is a very mature country. And if you're talking about policy changes after the elections, that could happen in a few weeks pa. Hindi naman siya instant na cut over. O pag panalo, let's cut over. But of course, the market may react that way. But diba, sometimes during these junctures, people tend to overexpress their concern. They oversell the market. And yun ang opportunity for us. I think whether you're an investor trying to get in, whether you're an active investor trying to identify resilient companies, or just like a trader like JC finding the flower in the desert, I think it's going to be much more ideal moving forward. Then, of course, Ayala REIT is a good stock that we think can pace you or sort of guide you through from an interest-bearing asset into more of an equity business type of investment. And yung ating gustong-gustong dalawang holding companies, Aboitiz Equity Ventures as well as Ayala Corporation are still there. I think during this correction, since they are the real mainliners, part of the index, we can expect their stock to also have some jitteriness, which is a chance for us to actually consider putting in some more. So that's, I guess, the stock ideas for wealth builders. So Moses?
Yeah. For active investors naman, so first stock natin, Ali. So I've mentioned previously is, to me, selling half of your position, especially pag you have a substantial profit, will really help you to latch into your current your holdings. Like for example, Ali, previous week, parang around 13 to 14% na siya dun sa target price. Tapos when the market corrected last week, yung upside potential nag-increase to 23%. So if you were able to really sell half of it, itong mga correction na to, well, hindi malalaro yung emotion mo kasi you are already secured now with your profits, and then you will be able to latch into stocks like this longer. So for Ali, again, the interest rates reduction is very good for the industry na real estate. And Ali, syempre, since part siya ng PSEI, so medyo ano rin talaga. When the market pullbacks, medyo affected, and it will also be really one of the stocks rin na will pull back as well. And then Pure Gold, ito yung, I think this is the most resilient between dun sa mga recommended ko, between the three. Potential still very good, 23%, and if you look at it, yung sa price action niya, the market is correcting pero very strongly correcting, and then Pure Gold, medyo resilient, pullback mo, talagang 23% upside pa rin siya. So I guess for active investors, you have to parang check lang where to add more, or maybe just to manage, pero always manage yung risk mo as well pa rin when you add.
Tama yan. I think that's a good advice, no? I think pati din sa mga stocks na napag-usapan natin, so far si Ayala lang yung doesn't look too well. For me, siguro I can just scan it for a while and then just get your thoughts on this one. Kasi kung chinek ng mga customers natin yung mga charts na yan, I think they will be seeing a much more interesting chart with Ali. I think in yung mga basic lines ko, I think it has intersected the 200-day exponential. Ang tawag ng mga Lodi natin dyan is a retrenchment, reversal, and reset. So parang nag-reset yata yung mga lines ng Ali. Can take a while. So if you're looking to participate, especially if you have the short term in mind, then I would really be concerned about this. For MACD, I think it's two things. Below zero, and it parang the blue line is under the white line. So that means this might continue for some more. Although in terms of RSI, I think it's touching anywhere the first level of the market being oversold. So I think ito yung pinaka malalim of all. The rest have just kept within their range. Si Ali lang ako medyo concerned. So ikaw bro, yes. What's your here with Ali?
Ako sir, or si JC?
Ikaw.
Ako.
Moses.
Same thoughts sir, Ed as well. So kaya I've mentioned earlier na when yung recommended stock there's unavailable information dun sa target price based on the fundamental price niya, I always sell half of it to make sure lang na when volatility happens, I can still latch onto stocks like this one na without parang playing around my emotions. Kasi syempre pag naka-invest ka sa ganitong stock tapos nakita mo nag-dive ng ganyan, syempre yung emotions mo malalaro yan. Especially if you're exposed pa rin 100% tapos hindi ka nakapag-take profit even though you have a substantial na na parang profit. Let's say maybe if you already bought it at a very good setup or point in time na siguro 30 to around 30% gain ka na tapos biglang bumagsak ng ganyan. So it's really gonna play around your emotions eh. So you will be able to latch into the kind stocks like this one. Especially kahit pag tinignan mo kasi yung theme ng market, it will really be beneficial on the real estate industry. Pero syempre, it move ahead of it, syempre, di ba? Kasi gano'n naman yung markets eh. It will parang reflect yung data ahead of it, parang gano'n. Market participants will really forecast and yung expectation na yun will be priced in on a certain stock in the stock market itself. So dito naman, I guess the very parang crucial point would be this week kung ano yung magiging reaction ng market and ng stock as well this week. Kasi the US election, matatapos yan this week and then end of week, doon mo makikita on how the market reacts.
Okay.
And especially, and lastly, syempre kung bumili ka sa tuktok, let's say it's around, ang price nga ba nito, like 38 pesos. So, and if you have no parang risk management, doon ka talaga tatamaan eh. Di ba? Parang you have no, kasi as an active investor, meron ka pa rin proper stop loss pa rin and proper entry. So you have to time the market kasi. So yun, you've timed the market incorrectly kasi you bought at 38 pesos then you did not consider nga yung historical parang data sa US election. Kasi if you check yung US, pag may US election tapos during the election, magiging volatile yung market, magko-correct yan. And then after the election, that's the time na magkakaroon ng rally. So you really need to know yung mga kind of events, market events like that, and then position yourself na yung entry mo and then yung investments mo na make sure na hindi ka tatamaan ng volatility na yan.
Okay.
Pero if you bought earlier than that, hindi ka tatamaan ng volatility na yan. You can kind of parang hold into it, di ba? Parang, okay, I know that it is parang based on the historical data, the market will react like this. So, okay lang siya. It's within my expectation. Pero again, you should be able to sell half of it around 38 pesos, di ba?
Okay.
So, yeah, ayun.
Fantastic. So ito, pare, JC, if a friend of yours na trader din, lumapit sa'yo, pare, ito yung stock na to, hawak ko to. Without knowing the stock, JC, itong chart na to, gagawin mo dito as a trader, pare.
Actually, ako, kasi, ako as a trader, kasi traders have different approaches in terms of the stocks. And ako, moving averages, prices are going below the moving average lines, eh, no? So ako at glance, parang ako dito eh, look for another stock.
Okay.
Yeah, look for another stock. An uptrend stock, a leader stock that I can maximize the returns dun sa stock niya. Kasi imagine, ano yung line of support mo dyan? Maghahanap ka ng support dyan. Siguro at parang,
nasa 200 na eh.
Oo, siguro ang pinaka-heavy support na ano natin dito, around 30. Parang critical level support na basically psychological. Pero for me as a trader, look for another stock. There are a lot of stocks that we are recommending for wealth builder and active investors. And also sa mga traders na mas resilient. No? But for Ali, no, pwede kasi ang approach mo dito is buy on dips eh. For example, active investor ka. That's also a good approach, no, lalo na kung any dip is an opportunity for you to buy eh. Laging ganun pag active investor, di ba?
That's good.
So, eto, yung mga ganitong decline. You can good company, Ayala yan eh. Sino bang magda-doubt yan? So, it's an opportunity for you to reduce your average cost. So that when the rally comes along, na-maximize mo yung yield na pwedeng ibigay ng stock.
You're better prepared. So for our audience, huwag kayo mo-confuse kung parang seemingly nagkokontra. Hindi po kasi because we represent different types of investors. So ako yung typical Filipino na long-term investor. Si Moses yung nag-explore towards more of the individual stocks at si JC po yung ating trader. So again, iba-ibang approaches. You have to identify where you sort of relate with and do that style. I think yung reco natin so far. So yeah, moving on to our some of the recommendations. Again, ito na tayo sa meaty part mo, bro. Kasi hindi tayo gagawa ng konting pera, di ba? Take it away, Mr. Christian. Ayun, bam. SPNEC
right, so yun. SPNEC still within the support range, no. Present level support. Yung stops ko at 1.10. Muntik na ma-hit last week. No, share yung chart earlier. Discuss ko lang isa-isa. No? For Macro Asia, still doing a good thing, no? Yung with Macro Asia, maganda pa rin yung pinapakita niya. The volume is still there. Yung price niya talagang continuously tumataas and naka-autopilot mode na siya with a trail stop of 20-day moving average. No? For RCI, no, gusto ko siyang alisin, medyo mabagal. The volume is very thin, around 700 to 800,000. Sobrang baba ng participation, but still within the support range. No? Hindi naman na-break yung stops natin dyan. So, later papakita ko sa inyo. Kasi isang magandang stock na gusto ko ipasok is yung BHI, Boulevard Holding. Pero tight stops to, guys. So, we need to check on this one. We need to check on this one consistently. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sige. Share ko lang yung chart ko.
Sige lang, bro.
Review. Yep.
So yan, interesting. Yung sinasabi ng JC kanina na you have to watch it closely. This is a stock that you have to trade sitting down. You have to really look at it. Hindi to pwedeng fire and forget like sa amin ni Moses. Go ahead, sir.
Yep. So yan, for SPNEC, no, still within the 1.10 line of psychological support. Pero ito medyo critical din tong 1.15 kasi. So break siya tapos nag-support naman sa 1.10. So I can tsaka may volume kasi. May volume pa rin naman siya around considerably may volume pa rin siya compared sa mga ibang nasa around 15 to 20 million yung volume niya. So pwede pa rin naman sa akin si SPNEC. Pero the moment na mabutas yung 1.10, aalisin ko na ito sa watchlist ko and maglalagay ako ng isang mas maganda pang stock for that spot. Ayan. For Mac naman, Macro Asia, yun naman, na-hit yung target natin around 7 pesos. Currently, around 7.46 na siya since opening market. But last Friday, it closed around 7.44. So, ang trail natin dito, ako, nilagay ko guys, 20-day moving average. So, as long as the price is above the 20-day moving average, hawakan ko lang to. Ito yung autopilot na tinatawag natin. So, yun. Ito, for me, medyo critical yung around 740 to 750. Ito yung consolidation area niya ulit. Ito yung bagong Darbus box na tinatawag. So, pag na-break niya to, another upward rally mangyayari as anticipation for us traders. No? So, maganda to, Mac. No? So, mga nakasakay dito, congrats in advance. So, yun. Kung gusto nyo mag-sell, actually, pwede na nga din. Kung gusto nyo mag-take profit. Pero ako, I suggest waiting for that 20-day moving average na ma-break since naka-autopilot siya.
So just in short, bro, you will sell this pag na-break yung 20-day moving average mo. Okay.
Yep. Yun na. Para ma-maximize ko na yung rally na nabigay dun sa stock na to. Kasi nireco natin to during the breakout level around this area. Diba? So yung portfolio natin, kita yan guys, pina-upload namin yan every week yung portfolio namin. TMH portfolio.
That's good. So again, lahat tayo may stake dito. So, ito question. Pag na-break in 20, do you sell everything or sell half? Parang sell everything and wait for a new thing to form. Tama ba? If you're a trader.
Sell everything and then wait for another formation. Like for example, another consolidation to build some momentum before buying again. Yun yung suggestion ko for this one.
Sige. Yung last mo, medyo pretty controversial, bro. Ano naman controversial?
Ito, yung RCI muna, bakit ko siya tinanggal? Actually, sobrang baba ng volume niya. Ngayon, wala nga siyang trade. So, at least, maganda pa rin naman to kasi kumita pa rin naman yung mga iba. Pero, and still, nasa support level pa rin naman siya. Pero kasi parang napansin ko, parang medyo laggard na siya. Hindi na siya nagpapakita ng resilience. And if you are here for the short term, since we are a trader, di ba? Go for the more volatile and leading stocks na pwede nating ilagay. Which is yung spot ko. Ako guys, kung hawak nyo pa to, maintain ko pa rin naman yung 3.48 as support level. So pag na-break yan, immediately exit. No? Pag gusto nyo abangan yung autopilot mode sa 450 area yan, pwede pa rin mangyari yan pagka nagkaroon ng rotation ng funds. And ito, guys, BHI. No? Medyo controversial lang. Actually, ano siya eh. Ang ganda kasi ng dito, hindi ko siya napansin, pero ito yung tawag dito, stage 1 breakout na tinatawag. Oo. Tapos, highest volume siya yung nangyaring breakout dito. Tapos nagkaroon na ng increasing volume. So ako, ito yung binubuo na box dito. So, I guess, dalawa yung entry na pwede natin gawin dito. No? Pwedeng breakout or buy on pullback. Ang maganda sa buy on pullback, guys, yan. Ang maganda sa buy on pullback, mababa yung risk mo. Siguro yung stops mo nandito sa somewhere below here. So, medyo tight yung stops mo dito. So, siguro mga around 0.0840, stop mo na yan. Pero kung dito ka sa buy on breakout, dapat with significant volume.
Yeah. Tsaka mabutas talaga, no? Kailangan talaga with authority. Kumbaga, hindi pwedeng small breakout. Fake out.
Yeah. Dapat significant volume na matindi. And ako, may tuturo lang ako sa mga audience natin. Ito yung indicator na ipapakita, yung PISAR. No? Meron dito yata ng PISAR. Ayan, parabolic SAR. Actually, lang naman to. Hindi naman to masyadong Yan lang, So, pagka nasa baba yung mga tuldok, sabihin pataas pa siya. So, pag lumipat na yung tuldok sa taas, bababa na yan. So, ito, malapit siya dito sa, yung mga tuldok niya nasa baba pa, tapos malapit siya doon. So, pwedeng mag-buy on pullback on this area. Pero, pwede ka rin pag nagkaroon na ng tuldok sa taas, pwede ka na mag-sell. Kasi kung titignan mo dito, imagine mo dito sa area na to, bumili ka dito, nasakyan mo siya, yung rally na yan hanggang dito. Nalipat na rito sa baba yung tuldok, diba? So, nasakyan mo tong rally na to. Yan. Tapos, pinag-sell ka na niya dito sa area na to. So, na-maximize mo yung yield na ganito kataas.
Wow, isang indicator lang yan, bro. Anong tawag ulit?
Yeah. Parabolic SAR, oo.
PSAR.
Ayan. I-share ko na sa mga audience natin. So, pagka nasa taas yung tuldok, sell ka. Tapos, binigay niya ulit to, kung tuldok na to ngayon, may rally pa to na may experience dito. Ngayon may pullback, pwede ka mag-participate dito sa pullback. Tapos pag nagkaroon ng tuldok sa taas, immediately sell. Ganun lang yung parameters on using the parabolic or yung PISAR na tinatawag.
PISAR.
Ayan. Oo. Yun lang, sinare ko lang. Sige, gagawa kami ng PubMat for this one para mas ma-explain ng clearly sa mga audience and ng mga nakalike sa Facebook ng Steambox.
That's good. Yeah. Thank you so much for that. No? Very interesting ideas, gentlemen. So kung babalik nun tayo dun sa ating list of the picks natin, I think update lang natin siguro yung date nito. Tama, it's updated na the date. Again, if you're a long-term investor, better use this volatility to sort of take more. No? If you're an active investor, medyo concerned ka about corrections, might as well look for the stronger stocks. And kung naka-take profits ka on some, then good for you. But if not, baka it's time for you to also reconsider and check kung may mga stronger assets pa. And for JC, there's always flower in the desert, ladies and gentlemen. So, nakita naman natin yung parintas na lumalabas, may volume, may mga supporters, and hindi dapat tayo nawawala ng pag-asa dyan. All right?
Yep.
Sige, I think that's all the time we have for now. Again, thank you all so much, gentlemen, for sharing your thoughts this morning. Again, guys, if you have any comments or suggestions, you have anything that you want us to talk about, just feel free to scan this code so that we can get your insights. So, pare, take it away, brother.
Ako, one word lang ako, no? Risk on, guys.
Yeah. Risk on.
Risk on, guys.
Risk
Open
on.
an SBX account and try to watch the Morning Huddle for more information. If you want to be a wealth builder, follow yung kay Mr. Ed's recommendation. If you want to be an active investor, follow yung Moses' recommendation. If you want to be a trader, be guided by me, dun sa mga recommendation ko. Available yan sa Google Play and App Store. SBX Stocks by Seedbox. Download nyo yan. Free yung account opening namin, guys. So, you can explore the app, get the hang out of it. Tapos, pag sanay ka na gamitin yung app, that's the time to deposit and purchase this. No? And that's all for me.
Yeah.
Moses? Yep.
Sa akin, hindi ako ready, pero I'm thinking of the US election. So, as we've mentioned earlier, yung mga market events like US election, may historical data available on that. And to me, personally, the market and the stock market is more of the study of history. Para if you know yung historical data and what happened in the past, you can sort of have an idea on what will happen parang speculate on what will happen in the future as well, and to parang prepare yourself on if there's gonna be parang market volatility, which is happening right now based on the US election. So, and then you can prepare yourself kung how you will position your investments after that volatility, diba? So, yeah, that's it. And then if you want to know more kung are you a wealth builder, active investor, or a trader, you can like and share our social media pages. So you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And you can also join our Viber community and Facebook group as well.
Ayan, so thank you all so much for that. No, again, a very meaty session this morning. Ako, gusto ko lang i-reiterate din nabanggit ni Jace, life is about taking risks, guys. Election mo, there's still reduction of the rates. Patuloy pa rin naman yun. We see a vibrant economy. Kahit may traffic sa Metro Manila, that's a sign of a good economy, guys. So for me, it's all about perspective. So again, we thank everybody for joining us this morning. I hope we were able to contribute to your trading week, and hope to catch you next time on SBX, The Morning Huddle. Thank you all so much, and tara, let's thrive. Thanks, gentlemen.
Salamat, sir. Salamat,
Moses. Bye.
Salamat, viewers.
Thank you all so much.